Hello friends, today we will going to discuss about Shring Avacharan or another variety of Ashaskrit Rak Mokshan. Shring means horn and Avacharan means letting out. In Shring Avacharan, we mainly used cow or deer horn to evacuate what vitiated Rakta. The principle of action is suction method of bloodletting by means of a horn in which a negative pressure is exerted by the suction which leads to evacuation of impure blood, pus, etc. from the affected site in the body. Characteristics of a shring are it is hot in potency, sweet in taste and unctuous in nature, hence it is an ideal material to remove the blood vitiated by Vat dosh. It is conical in shape, hollow and bent inwards at its distal end. Length is 36 cm, circumference in the middle is 24 cm, and its diameter at tip is half to 3 by 4 centimeter, that is size of a mustard seed, and at bottom is 6 centimeter. For preparing a shring for Rakt Mokshan, we have to take slender and straight cow or deer horn. Clean it well, both from inside and outside. The hollow piece is cut with a saw at both its ends so as to make wider opening at its base as seen in the pic and a smaller opening at its tip. Resembles nipple or stanakar and covered by layer of thin leather. Care must be taken to make both the orifices even and smooth so that it doesn't injure the skin of the patient or the doctor during its use. Shring thus prepared can be preserved for many years to use. Shring is also supposed for bloodletting, that is, twacha sthit and vitiated by Vata dosh. So it is particularly useful for bloodletting in an area with loss of sensations, skin diseases, varicose veins, abscesses, and hemoarthrosis. Contraindications for Shring Avcharan blood vitiated by Rakta dosh, as the thickness of that blood is more, which is difficult to be sucked out by means of a horn. Bleeding disorder, severe anemia, hypertension, hematological malignancies. These contraindications are same in the case of all the bloodletting procedures. Now the method of shring application. Clean the affected site with antiseptic solution. After it, small incisions are made over the area with the help of sterilized scalpel and blade. Then the wider orifice of the horn is placed over the site and held firmly by the hand. Blood from the other orifice is sucked out by force through the mouth. Fluids like blood, pus, etc. comes out from the side as the horn is long enough and fluid coming out is little in quantity. It is placed at the edges of the horn. Sucking may have to be done more than once to draw out the impure blood. Mode of action of Shringavcharan is more or less similar to Alabo Avcharan, as partial vacuum is created inside the shring. Because of its suction action from the mouth, it helps in withdrawing of accumulated material by exerting negative pressure over the affected site. Avcharan. It is an ancient method of bloodletting by means of dry and bitter bottle gourd, which is also known as tumbi or alabu. Alabu is basically used for evacuation of kaf dusht rakt. It is again of two varieties, dirgha alabu or elongated in shape. The next is vrint or spherical in shape. Now some common characters of an alabu. It is bitter in taste and dry and penetrating in nature. Botanical name of it is Cucurbita lagrinaria and it belongs to the family Cucurbitaceae. White pumpkin is its vernacular name and Alabu or Tumbi is its Sanskrit name. Synonym is Pindafal. Length of an Alabu fal is 24 cm, circumference 36 cm and its diameter at orifice is 6 to 8 cm wide. For preparing an alabu for Rakt Mokshan, we have to take medium-sized dried fruit. Its internal contents, that is pulp and seeds, are removed and wide opening with the help of some sharp instrument is made at the bottom. Then it is dried under the sun till it becomes hard. After it is cleaned well both from outside and inside before its use. Acharya Shushruta described the use of an alabu for evacuation of tvacha means localized and superficial blood, that too cough vitiated drug. So it can be helpful for skin disorders, arthritic pains, stiffness and variety of cysts and tumors. Contraindications for bloodletting by an alabu are bleeding tendencies, severe anemia, leukemia, hypotensive patients, patients with open wounds, fractures and deep vein thrombosis. Now the method of application of an alabu. Affected site is washed with antiseptic solution and a tourniquet is applied above the site if needed. Then we have to make multiple vertical incisions or an ignited wick anointed with oil is kept straight over the affected area. As the fire extinguishes when opening end of bottle gourd is held firmly over the site, it creates vacuum inside it which drains the blood out. Blood gets collected at the margins of the bottle gourd. After removal of an alabu, we must apply some soothing or healing agent in the form of any type of tail or grip, etc., and dressing must be done. Now, the principle of action of Alabu Avcharan. It is supposed that vacuum pressure created after fire extinguishes inside the bottle gourd or Alabu drains the blood from the vein. This vacuum pressure is sufficient to draw only the peripheral blood about 10 to 15 minutes of duration. Acharya Vagbhat has described the similar type of technique for bloodletting or Rakt mokshan, that is Ghati Yantra. Ghat means earthen pot. In this type of bloodletting, we use earthen pots in the same manner as an alabu, and its action is also similar to the alabu avcharan. Ghati yantra is supposed to be useful for making abdominal tumors soft and also to make them raise from its low level to make the prognosis better. Now the modified methods of bloodletting. Shring and Alabu both are indicated by Acharya Shushruta for twacha sthit or localized raktadushti. Both worked on the principle of suction or vacuum creation. The only difference is in their shape, that is, Shring is long and slender and Alabu is round or spherical. The modified method for the bloodletting in current scenario is cupping therapy, in which wet cupping substitute for Shring and Alabu avcharan and fire cupping or dry cupping substitutes for Ghati yantra action. So this is all about the Ashastkrit type of bloodletting or Rakt mokshan. In the coming lectures, we will discuss about the Shastkrit variety, that is Siravet and the Chand. Till then, take care, stay home, stay safe.